is Tiffany Calver and welcome to the best British rappers of all time. To celebrate hip hop turning 50 this year, Complex UK have put together a list to celebrate the very best rappers coming out of Britain. Right now on the complex.com website, you can check out the list from 50 to 11. But right now, we are here to list, rank and give flowers to the very best 10 British rappers. A very difficult task, so to help us do that, we have brought together some industry experts and insiders. This includes Complex UK's editor-in-chief, Joseph JP Patterson, multi-platinum record producer TSB, music critic and tastemaker Mimi the Music Blogger, Trench Magazine's executive editor Laura Hyperfrank Brosnan, The Block Report's flashy Sillah, and music critic and executive Big Man Yus. The panel each submitted their own top 10 list based on the following criteria: lyrical ability, impact and influence, body of work, and finally, longevity. Each list was then scored using a point system, and the rappers with the most points, the names that appeared most frequently and ranked the highest, would then enter the final 10. While we previously agreed on the top 10 and the rankings, things can always change in the heat of the moment, which I'm absolutely sure is going to happen based on this panel. So there will be a change later on in the show and there'll be an opportunity for a reshuffle. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the best British rapper of all time will receive this very exclusive NBA 2K Championship ring, as well as a very rare pair of Nike Air Force Ones. For the last 25 years, NBA 2K has positioned itself at the intersection of music and basketball, as demonstrated by a number of the rappers on our list having appeared on 2K soundtracks. For more on NBA 2K, head on to www.nba.2k.com. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about Gets.
GHEE, yeah?
Doubled.
Yeah.
Mimi?
Nah, he's
Love
a
him.
tempo specialist, innit? Like, if I was a rapper, I'll be shook to go to the studio with him because he can spit on any beat, any tempo. So you have to keep up with him, innit? So, yeah, pick up Gets, man. Pick up Gets.
Why do you think he deserves to be on this list?
Top 10, by the way.
Gets is cold, man. He can't not be in the top 10. I think lyrical ability,
Yeah.
A1. I think he's one of the best we have. Flow.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's like done what he's done when it comes to the flow. And then projects as well, man. Like if you're an early ghetto fan.
2009.
Back in the day, the clarity wasn't always on point.
Ghetto gospel. Like,
Yes, it was.
Like
Back
before
then.
it was a
Back
bit,
then,
it could have been a bit brazy if you weren't into
Yeah,
that.
true that,
You get what I'm saying? But if he was a real grime fan,
Yeah, you know.
he was taking Gets in.
Yeah,
But I think where he's gone to in his career shows you the growth. Like that last album was unreal. So.
Yeah.
And he stood out in the movement as well. Like where it was.
He was a raggo one.
He was
innit?
hungry.
Who was it? Him, Devlin,
Yeah,
Wretch.
Wretch.
Merkston,
Scorcher.
Scorcher.
Yeah,
Yeah, crazy.
He stood out in that sort. So you got to give Gets his flowers, man.
And I do think as well Gets his evolution, like we were just saying, like from 2000 Life to Conflict of Interest, like he's putting in, like we were just talking earlier, like the energy of the jazz elements, and like he's really
He's
exploring
growing
the
as well.
sound
That guy's a
from
wordsmith,
pirate
really
radio
well.
He is.
to that's
the way
very
he
special.
spits, like, oh no, it's different still.
Yeah.
And do you know,
It's
I
technical, innit? It's
Yeah,
like
and the
crazy.
tones of voice he uses. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
he can have bare different characters.
cadences.
Do you know what I mean?
And what I do really like as well is his vulnerability, especially I think from early, even from like Ghetto Gospel, he really has been opening up and putting a lot
It's
more.
all about storytelling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he was doing that from early. I remember one song, CPB, yeah.
Oh, man.
Bro,
That's my favourite.
That's it.
that's
It is.
it.
No, CPB is my
When
favourite.
you got time, take that one in.
All right, so with all of that being said, Gets ranks at number 7 in the top 10. TSB, how do you feel about that?
It's techie, man.
At least it's on the list now.
But yeah. It's a good number. I like the number 7, you know.
There was a double 4
Listen.
because he was left off the list.
Yeah, but now he's in the list.
He's on the list.
So, but he might say he's not high enough.
Imagine.
No, he might do. He
No, but
might
the
do.
thing is,
No,
but he has his flowers, but
Yeah.
it's a little clear for like, haha.
I'm sure Gets thinks he's number 1. Every MC should think they're number 1.
it should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Number 7, you know.
No
it's a classic
sense, it's
It's a lucky
It's
number.
a
Yeah,
lucky
man.
number.
Holy number.
It's a
I like it.
respectable.
Do you feel like he's gonna diss us that he's not higher?
JP?
JP, Mimi, Flashy, I don't rate them.
Nah,
I'm just happy he's in the top 10.
same.
Yeah, he's on the list now.
Anyone in the top 10 should be happy. Like,
Yeah, of
you
course.
know what I mean?
It's a beautiful time in the UK where we're actually debating all these top talents as well. There's so much talent
hard.
as well. I would love to put everyone at number 1, I can't lie.
let's move on to the next one. Speaking of versatility and mixing up genres, Stormzy.
Stormzy, Big Mike's.
New gen, take it away.
Why
No,
don't you
noise.
away,
Yeah.
Nugent,
No,
take it
I'll
away.
big up
big up
Stormzy.
Stormzy.
most
Okay,
days.
cool.
Big
I'm
up
playing.
Stormzy.
Go on.
Like, he-
No, well, since you want to talk about ages, we can do that. If you wanna. If you wanna.
I like
You know,
Stormzy.
it's
man.
with
Now,
Stormzy,
Stormzy
yeah.
changed
I'm
the
not
game.
saying where I'm the biggest fan of Stormzy in it, yeah, but where his moments happen, where he's headline Glastonbury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Where, like,
Mobos.
Headline
Mobos.
Glastonbury.
Brits.
That's
He's had cultural
serious.
moments.
And
We're
even in
defining
that
one,
festival
yeah.
as well, he knows people before him giving shout outs like, I'm here because of you guys.
Yeah.
And that's someone
Potter
there.
and all them.
I can't lie, for a minute, Stormzy's been the voice of the people. So
Yeah. Let's go back through the criteria. So lyrical ability, impact
He has bars.
and influence,
Yes.
Okay.
body of work. You just said
Yes.
he's got a classic, and then finally longevity.
I think he definitely
Long-
deserves to be in the top 10.
Longevity is a bit because obviously
Longevity
he's
is
still
a-
kind of
yeah.
new-ish, but he's achieved so much in that short space of time. Though.
Yeah.
Like he's had.
He came when
No, no,
Grime,
okay,
Grime
cool.
needed him at one
This is
point.
what I wanted to
No,
talk
but
to you guys
he was
about.
saved
He's
him.
achieved
He
so
was,
much,
he was,
but
he
I
was.
feel like he was in a perfect time though for
No, yeah,
when
no,
the scene
yeah.
was at. Remember, Grime had its second resurgence
Yeah.
when he was coming out.
2014,
Yeah.
So obviously, when he was coming up, he was the fresh new kid and whatnot. But his time was perfect.
No, it is.
His
No, it is.
timing for everything was perfect.
But then he had to execute that.
yeah.
He did. But you know what it is? He benefited from all the work that the
Other
people
people
number
have
five
done.
did.
Foundation
Saying,
too, bro.
remember,
But-
the scene was
hasn't
being
anyone
built by the time.
He has.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
he's in that short space of time. What did you say it was 9 years?
Yeah.
He's had a better career
Yeah.
in that short space of time
Than a lot of man
than
have
a
had
lot.
it 15.
But the
Yeah.
foundations weren't there for other
Because
people.
them
Thank
man
you,
knocks the
Hype,
door and he walked into the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
So
But
that's
he
the
don't-
whole
he respects
purpose
that
of
though.
it.
He told
You
me
get
big
it?
up.
And
Yeah,
he-
But that didn't mean he didn't climb the mountain.
Of course he did,
Still,
because-
like, he still
because he
did
was
that
born
work.
from way before when no
Yeah.
one knew who he was. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So let's get into his ranking in this top 10. We have Stormzy in the best British rappers list of all time at number 10.
I think it could be higher.
I think
Yeah.
it could be like
I think
an
it's
eight.
fair.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
it's
it,
fair.
I think it could be a little bit.
8 off.
higher.
Yeah.
Why
definitely.
do you think he's at 10?
Once we see the final 10,
Then maybe we'll
then we'll
make
kind of know
sense.
where he should be placed. But as of now, I think 10 is.
We might as well go on to the next one. Chip.
Chip, chip,
Who are
chip.
you?
Yeah.
I am.
Lyrical beast.
I know
He came in the
Lyrical
game.
animal.
I grew up on
Animal.
Chip.
Animal.
Yeah. Chipmunk. That's what I know him from.
So we have Chip on the list. The criteria to be in the top 10. Lyrical ability.
Yes.
Should we talk about that
And
with Chip?
if you break down lyrical ability, he ticks almost every
Yeah,
single box.
flow,
box.
subject
Flow,
matter,
delivery, cadence,
delivery.
subject matter.
Yeah.
That guy is
Versatile.
an animal.
Versatility. Yeah.
24
do you know what? Do you know
hours.
what?
He wrote.
No,
I
even-
can't.
even
I'll
his
never
essence
forget. I
before-
waited
Even the
up.
pop
Waited
era,
up.
even
6
not
in the
when he did the
morning.
pop thing.
Yeah,
If you listen, he was spitting bars.
Yeah, he
bro.
was.
Whoopsie daisy.
It don't matter if it was a pop,
Trust me.
but he was spitting rhythm. He was spitting bars, bro.
What other impact do you think he's had?
You remember he started very young, so he showed like
think
how
he
to
could
be
be
like,
done.
Yeah,
the
thank
commercial extent. Like
Yeah.
when he was doing Chip Diddy Chip with a glazed
was a
uniform,
millionaire
trust
by
me,
19,
I was
yeah.
our ladies to my
Big up
uniform across the
Glazed,
road.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
You
was
know what I
doing his
mean?
thing.
So even he used to do vlogging as well back in YouTube. When he had a
Okay,
YouTube
okay.
channel as well. Like things that we see today,
Yeah.
he was doing it way
As a
back.
North Londoner, yeah, did you lot feel like
Yeah,
wrecked
yeah,
Baby, I was in our ladies. I was across the road. from
I can't lie, him going to my school, that was like a proud
Right,
moment.
right,
I'm
right.
going to the school,
Okay,
Chip went
fair,
to
I hear
it.
you.
I mean?
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Because he even shot one of them videos in the school, innit?
Yeah.
Chip Diddy Chip.
That makes sense.
Do you know what I really liked about Chip is he actually was himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
trying to be anyone
wasn't
else. He
trying
was
to
like,
be
no,
a
I'm
bad
doing my
If
A
he was in the
levels.
pop thing, he
Yeah.
held
Yeah.
it.
But I think where he has to be himself is because he was a child star. basically.
Yeah, but no one
Yeah, but
really
there's-
treats him like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't
You
feel like a
forget
little
he's actually
Romeo or a
still
Bow
young.
Wow
Yeah.
situation.
That
It's
very
From
Chip.
like
33,
15,
yeah.
I met him
Not
at
old like
15 and he has literally not stopped.
Yeah. Right, so Chip on the top 10
Is
lands at number 4.
High, you know.
That's quite high.
High.
You
Quite
know
high.
what you're respecting. All right, let's get into the next one.
okay, do we have Tiff?
Little Sims.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. So what's the title of this?
Best British
Best
rappers of all
British
time.
rapper.
Of all time.
Has she jumped in different genres? Like it can be very soulful, it can be very jazzy,
Yeah.
it can be very
Live
Very
rap.
versatile. She's versatile. Whatnot.
Have you seen her live? Have you guys been to her
Yes.
concert?
Wow.
How is she live?
Incredible.
Can she control the mic?
And she's an amazing
Yes.
performer.
Okay, cool. Has she had moments?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot.
Like what? Mercury Prize Award?
Okay.
Brits?
Yeah.
Vogue and all that.
Okay.
Cover
Let's
of
talk.
Vogue.
Venom.
Let's
The
talk
Lion
about it.
soundtrack.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Love
soundtracks.
what she's doing.
Yeah.
She is. And
Okay,
she's,
cool.
and
This for the
and
album.
We spoke about
she's
process.
directed towards us.
No, because I know you guys want to do me.
I'm not opposed to
No, I'm
Sims
just-
being on the list,
I'm
you know,
just
by the
giving
way.
you guys-
I feel like you're
okay,
directing
yeah,
this
yeah,
to
no,
me.
no, no.
The energy's been
Coming
different.
this way.
No,
This way.
I'm just saying, okay, cool. So we know the history of hip hop
Yeah.
is very male based, right? Go on, what's the next category?
Impact and influence.
Independent.
Body of work.
She got that.
Yes.
That-
Solid.
she got
She's
that.
More
got a
than
couple-
one.
I think she got a couple classics.
Yeah,
A couple.
I'd love
Yeah,
to see.
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
love to
she
see
does.
Little Sims do more freestyles.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So where's Little Sim now?
So Little Sims is at number 9.
Okay,
Fairs,
fair
fairs,
enough. That is
fairs.
fair.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
about
fair.
that. I feel
That's
like
fair
it
to me.
Of course you didn't say fair enough.
Above Stormzy?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Above
think-
Stormzy,
Stormzy is
Mimi?
at number
Is she
10
above
currently.
Stormzy though?
No, she is right now.
Let's talk about Dave.
Santander.
Psychodrama classic.
If you see the history of Dave, he's always adapting on what's going
He's like
on.
taking on the challenge.
For me,
Exactly.
Yeah.
personally, Dave is top 5 of all time. I think in 5 years, Dave could easily end up being
Yes.
the best.
He's not
export
at his
we
best
have.
now.
Like, do you get me? I
There's still more.
still think he's like you're seeing him grow into a musician. Like, I was lucky enough to work with him on the first album. You know, where he's come from to where he's at now, you can
Seen
see.
progression,
Yeah, that's nuts.
I
Man.
think
He
that-
means what he says as well. Like even down to musicianship. Yeah, what Brit
He's a proper
was, guys
musician,
playing
yeah,
guitar, bro. Like,
Yeah, and
do you get what
before
I'm-
he did
it's-
Black.
Yeah, like it's
The
different,
piano,
man.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
For the
for-
Brits.
on his debut album, Leslie's Story. Like
11-minute long.
it's a
mad thing.
joke. Like he's so good. Do you
He
get what I'm trying to
understands
say?
that he's a student of music.
Yeah,
he
like,
understands
that's the
that.
thing.
And what
He's
do you
really-
collaborate with that guy? Hans
Hans
Zimmer.
Zimmer.
He's really a student of music, and that's
Yep.
why you're seeing him excel at the speed he's
a musician,
excelling at.
You
Do
know,
you
I
get me?
also think where people, I don't think it's a little bro thing, but I think he might have like the Kanye West syndrome, where people might not actually put him in his top 5, in their top 5 personally.
I kinda get what
but
you're saying.
where he's a musician, he produces his own music.
Yeah, yeah.
I hear that.
He can rap.
I hear your
he
point.
can rap
I hear
that
at
point.
high
When-
level.
when they
Where
all
that-
started
hold on, that's
producing,
where he's got like that like undertone, because where you're a jack of all trades, it's like you get underappreciated somehow.
I wouldn't say.
No matter how lyrically
I
good
wouldn't
you
I
are.
don't
say-
think
I
he's
wouldn't say Kanye.
underappreciated though. If there was anything he's probably underappreciated is probably as a producer. I think people still haven't really taken him in
He produced
as
Spencer.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
my,
he
my,
produced
but, no, but my point is, yeah, well, co-produced it amongst a lot of our
Yeah, yeah,
producers. You get what I'm saying? But my point being is like, from seeing when he first started producing, the beats were more sounding like Funky Friday. If that makes sense, you can like he made Toxic Trait. He produced that song.
I feel like with Dave, he doesn't care that he is a learner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
He is a
man,
student.
a
don't
lot of
feel
man,
ashamed,
a lot of
yeah.
man will be like, yeah, I'm the guy, I'm the
Yeah.
teacher. I don't care.
Like
But the real winner
They-
is the learner.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
he doesn't. He understands. I don't care
Like
being
a
a
humble
student.
thing,
I
yeah.
can feel comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear some more sprinter vibes though? More upbeat,
No, I don't.
upbeat, a little bit more.
Yeah,
enjoy
but-
life.
Before
Okay,
that.
no, wait. Yeah,
Location.
let's list his commercial
What,
hits
hang
then. There's
That's what
location.
That's all I'll say.
There's
Oh,
some
yeah,
clash.
yeah,
But if you're talking
Clash.
when you're saying commercial hit, yeah, what are you basing that on?
Can I say something
Like
that
chart
Okay.
hit. Yeah.
Top of the
Funky Friday,
Yeah.
each era?
Location,
Money Talks.
Disaster, Samantha,
Thiago Silva.
Streatham goes in there. Thiago
Yeah,
Silva
he's
goes in
But
there.
it's
a lot.
Clash,
What do you think
Clash
about it?
goes in there. What's them 2 songs he brought out? Titanium and the
Yeah.
other one. They still
Yeah.
went top 10.
Yeah.
But the thing
Question
is,
time.
when you actually deep it,
Yeah, that was
each era of UK rap, he knows how to adapt to it, and he always gives a single or a hit.
But you know what the sick
during that
thing is?
era.
In all of that time, he still does himself, and that
Exact-
charts as well.
Oh, there we
If
go.
Dave dropped
That
a song
wraps it
tomorrow
up.
with no drums
100%.
and just piano and rapping,
It will still
it will
chart.
still chart.
You know what?
Sick.
But
That's a
people,
good point.
people give him a chance, I think. People will take it in, what he's doing.
But he's earned the right. When
Yeah.
I saw his black box, he earned the right from there.
Yeah. Take it back.
I think that's where he
Yeah.
proved to all of
He
us.
earned the
Nah,
right.
for real.
What? No words with Mo Stack.
Yeah.
Talking like, he's,
Yeah.
he's gone.
Nah, big up Dave. Big up Dave.
No, Dave is top
Santan.
five.
Big
Do
up
you know what I
Santan,
mean?
bro.
That guy is special.
And his evolution has not. It's not stopped right now.
It's
gonna
scary.
definitely
It's
not
like
stop.
he's still at the start.
We did this another 10 years.
Nah, nuts
He'd
that.
probably be number one.
Scared of waiting
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying.
If we did another, this in 10 years' time,
I'm telling you,
he'd be
I
number
think
one,
Dave,
maybe.
like, he's easily got potential to be number 1.
Do you want to know where he lands?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
See?
Dave, in the best British rappers of all time, is number 5.
Okay.
I was right.
Let's talk about gigs.
All right.
Godfather.
Hollow Man.
Hollow.
Hard Body.
SN1.
Yeah, Gigs is mixed.
Hollow meets
Legend.
Blade.
That
He
was-
had
that was
South
the first
London
CD
on
I ever
lock.
bought
Like,
in
you know,
life,
like when
walking
50
the
Cent
park.
came out, Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah?
Okay.
He had the same impact.
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah.
Shot.
Same impact.
Yeah.
Across
Yeah,
South
sure.
London. I don't know about other parts. But
Yeah,
like,
from
South,
being
like,
from South,
you know what I mean?
we all
No,
had
I
that
wanted to be
CD in
PYG.
hand.
Yeah.
I hear it.
I'm from Tottenham. I wanted to be PYG. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God, not from the south now, honey.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I can't lie. What was that Skepta and Giz collab? Look out.
Yeah, look out. That
That
connected
was-
north and
That
south.
connected us.
So Gig's lyrical ability, that means flow. I
Yeah.
think
Flow, check.
Check.
as hell.
Yep.
Like,
Yes, it is very strong.
And I feel like Giggs shows up when he really wants to.
Yes.
Free wheel-ups. Man don't care.
Yeah.
But take away the
Yeah.
music for a sec, yeah? What he done for the UK rap scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He had the...
Undeniable.
Safe.
Undeniable.
Yeah.
Undeniable.
Wait, Giggs was locked off TV, yeah?
Yeah,
Radio.
everything.
Concert.
years.
So
The
Police,
nothing.
Police locked him up.
Police
Like,
was on him.
not just the music industry.
couldn't perform.
He had to put fans, not even even deep into his career, fans on coaches just to get to a gig.
yeah.
Like
Yes.
Give him his flowers, man.
artists right now who have obviously a little bit more controversy around them only are really allowed to put on gigs because of him.
Yeah.
Like
They would never
because
be
of
able to
gigs.
do
Alright,
Yeah.
wordplay's cool.
Gigs, because of gigs.
I learned from gigs.
Top
too.
10 rapper. Top 10 rapper.
Come on, I'm trying.
And you know what? One thing we ain't spoken about is club culture, you know? Gigs was in the clubs, bro.
booked him
Gigs is
back
one of
in
them
the
guys.
day,
Gigs is one of them guys that will forever be played in the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever.
100%.
Not a lot of men got that.
Talking hardest, you can just play that.
Pain's the essence.
Everyone's the essence.
Pain's the essence.
Forever.
In the best British rappers of all time, Giggs is ranked at number 3.
Okay,
I respect it.
Yeah. The best British rappers of all time. Somewhere in this top 10, we have Wiley.
He's a reason we're all here.
You can't have a top 10 list of British
No,
rappers.
my
You
mum
have-
and my
My
dad
mum
are the
have
reasons
Wiley.
we're
No, alright,
here.
so-
My mum
Nah,
has the reason
quick,
why
alright,
I
cool.
mean, she had a C-section, and that's why she's
You get deep, you get deep.
she's here because she did
Nah,
C-section.
creatively,
Wiley
creatively,
is a-
all of us wouldn't be here without Grime.
He's the foundation. He's the founding member of what we've built.
The Godfather.
The Godfather.
Lyrical ability.
100.
Yes.
Can we have someone define what Wiley is in it? Like one.
Come on,
person
babies.
define
Let's
it.
see what
Wiley
you
is
got.
a grime. All right, Wiley's a
Wiley.
grime MC. Yeah, grime.
Go on.
It comes directly from Jamaican dancehall
Mm-hmm.
sound system culture. Yeah, hip hop is more. It's got its own thing, but
Mm-hmm.
still the lineage. He's part of the hip hop
Yeah.
thing. He's still
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
You can't really
Still a
take him out.
branch from the tree.
I think
Yeah,
obviously we can say that there's always, especially around Dizzy, with his elements that he really did push grime out the gate, especially, and also with rap music, he was really experimenting.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think what Wiley did is built the community around it,
Yeah, the
and like
co-signs.
everything.
And he brought
so I
everyone
think
in.
whenever,
Strong
you,
word,
and I'm
community.
sure Wiley would agree with this as well. Whenever you mention Wiley, you have to mention Dizzy because they did do a
100%.
lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Dizzy obviously has, with Boy in the Corner and
More
Showtime.
Money than
Sorry,
Yeah.
those are
Yeah.
for me are really really important albums. I think that. Later for Wiley, it came with Body of Work. I don't think Treading on Thin Ice was his strongest work, even though it was like
his mixtape
Eskimo
were
and
more
stuff.
like.
Yeah, but Tunnel Visions and stuff like that. I think that when things were really down and under, he really lifts stuff up.
100%.
You only had to be there to actually understand his impact. Do you know what I mean?
He was basically
Where
Moses.
if you just go on Spotify and check his catalogue, you're not
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
understand.
But that's the restrictions of the time and the generations as well.
Wiley and Dizzy to me,
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Okay.
Right? In terms of longevity, he was the first one here,
Yeah.
and he's still here now. He may not be as
He's a reason we're all
relevant per se, but he's still ever present.
His work
Yeah.
is here. We can see it all.
I can't lie, I have to big him up,
Impact
because
and
without-
influence, undeniable.
Without Wiley, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be here doing this, talking and
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
my job. Yeah.
You would be
No,
here.
I
Your
would
mum-
be
your
obviously,
mum's
but
sick,
like
you're
creatively,
He had that excitement, that
creatively,
energy.
grime got me to where I am in it.
So his
off
impact
that
and
alone,
influence-
Like, of course, yeah, it's up there, man.
I think the only criteria he falls short for me is
Body of work.
body of work. Not in terms of quantity, because there's a lot of it.
Playtime is Over was a very strong album. Bowie Free.
But you know what? it
Second
is,
phase.
yeah?
Also his production. I get TSB speak on his production.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he's a
He
producer
obviously
too.
changed the game, innit? Like, he wasn't the only grand producer that was doing his thing.
SE,
Obviously,
SE.
Skepta as well. But I feel like with Wiley, you got to really see his vision through the music. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Producing for other people as well. Like, and obviously, he was part of the whole Lord of the Manx culture as well. You got to include
Jam
that.
out, big up
Do you
Jam
know what
out.
I'm saying?
Big up
Like,
Jamaica.
All right, so Wiley, we've got at number 8. All right, let's get into the next one. On this top 10 list of best British rappers of all time, we have J Hus.
Yes.
Jay Hustler.
I'm happy
He
about
wasn't
that.
taking the lead. He wasn't taking the lead.
The lights are on these two.
How you gonna? Shaq, I'll pick it back on you, baby.
Undeniable.
Why do you rate him so much, though?
Yeah.
I think everyone wants to know that. Why are you rating him?
He's so authentic
Yeah.
that you haven't seen someone like him before.
Ever.
Ever.
Being authentic is not part of the criteria.
What did you say?
Oh my
What did you say?
Been
I hear
mate.
it. I hear it.
Impact
And influence.
And contributions.
Yeah.
Him coming into the game made Bear Man wanted to do their own hooks and all of that stuff, by the way.
Yeah.
Even to the point that, we put Dave. Dave literally adapted to his vibe. That's why locations here.
Exists, yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about
I
it.
agree.
He sounds J vibe, by the way.
I agree.
He did Samantha with Dave.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
That was beautiful.
He was calling himself the ugliest. Like, Bear Man was like, I'm link, I got
My
money.
feet
good.
drop off,
He
man.
said,
And
Also,
sit
by the
back.
way,
I think on the
early
list,
It's a moment in time.
he might have the strongest bodies of work.
He does.
Common sense is
I
up
mean,
there.
when the
It's up
last
there.
album came out, how much anticipation and hype?
The
was there?
anticipation
on the
was
so so
Yeah.
far.
That Daily
much.
Duppy.
Yeah.
3
too
years.
much.
Yeah, well, you can speak on that.
It was too
Yeah.
much. It was too much.
And I'm the reason
anticipation.
how long.
And do you know what is with J Huss as well? He can sit in any pocket as well.
Yeah.
We're talking about tempo specialist. He's one of them.
He is, man.
I can't lie.
Let me
he's
say
one of them.
something. When
Question
we
for you.
done that Daily Duppy, yeah, I knew when we done that,
That was
that
crazy.
people were gonna wake up and say,
listen,
yo,
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy can really, really
Right.
rap. Because prior to that, people trying to say, oh, he's a vibes man, he's this.
Right,
Even
right,
though he
yeah,
wasn't,
yeah.
that was what the argument
Exactly.
was.
What's
you
the
get
tune
me?
we get? Was it? Or Stormzy?
On 100,
100 bags, isn't it?
100, no, it's not 100 bags.
Bad Boys.
Bad
Bad
Boys,
Boys,
yeah.
yeah.
But that, on that song is, I mean,
Bad
on the Daily Duppy is when people really, bro, 5 minutes, bro. Obviously, I did that, so I recorded him.
Come on.
That's a
Come
one
on.
take, bro.
Come on.
Bias.
That's a one take.
rap.
No, but
I'm playing.
And as we
I'm
know,
playing.
not everyone
That's a
can do a one
That's a
take.
one take. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I definitely
Like, if anything, I was the one disturbing him in the studio when he was barring, bro, because it was that crazy. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, Huss is one of them artists
Deeper
that
than rap as well. Like,
he
let's
says
talk
stuff,
about it.
and you're not even taking it in immediately. It takes you a while to sometimes deep what he's
And
actually
it's so
saying.
simple as well.
Sometimes simplicity is the best.
But
way, man.
he knows when to be mature as well.
Yeah.
He knows when to be playful with it as well. And
Yeah.
like Mimi said earlier,
He has fun with it. I
he
think
does.
that's-
He's done
you know what I
something
mean?
no one's ever done in music. Like
Yeah.
in terms of UK, like when he's jumping on songs and then he's singing in the hook,
Yeah.
and then he's barring in the verse or he's switching it around.
What was he the king of Afro swing then? Is that what you're saying?
100%, man. And that doesn't mean that there's not other honourable mentions in that space. But you gotta give credit where it's due.
Credit's
Really,
due.
he's number one in that.
Where do we think J Huss is going to be?
Has to be top 5.
Top 5.
Definitely top 10.
He's definitely in the top 10. J Huss is number 6.
Fair.
That's fair.
Fair, man.
Edging.
I
Sounds
don't.
about right. Sounds about right for
You
now.
know, I need to see it all together.
I don't know about putting Chip above J Huss though. I don't know about
Let's
that.
talk about it.
For the list of the best British rappers of all time, we have at number 10, Stormzy. Number 9, Little Simps. Number 8, Wiley. 7 is Gets. 6, J Huss. Dave is number 5. Chip at 4. Gigs at 3. We will save the top 2 for a little bit later. But as it stands right now, are you guys happy with the list 100%, or would you like to reshuffle?
Reshuffle, please.
I think we're gonna have to reshuffle.
Okay.
Based on
Just an
pure
observation.
rapping ability, lyrical ability, Sims is probably in the top 3 for me. But across the board, with all the criteria
criteria,
considered,
right.
she's lower.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
I
it.
think
That was
where we
very
go.
eloquent.
So
That's
bars
it.
wise,
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
true.
As a pure lyricist, Sims is high, revered,
we backed it.
highly
Right,
revered.
so what's the difference between 10 and 9?
These guys, they
Well, who put in that hand?
they favor Stormzy. I don't know why.
No,
But
I'm
the
not.
thing with Stormzy.
Favor Stormzy.
But the thing is, yeah, okay.
You know when she comes forward?
I think that number 9 should be Wiley.
I agree.
I think Impact, he'll probably end up being number 1.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Or
But
gigs, him or gigs.
the criteria is a lot bigger
Yeah,
than that. And
I think
he
we're-
deserves to be in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
He's if you put all of the criteria or his criteria on a bar chart, like the impact super high, and obviously his influence super high, but then everything else is mad low.
No, look, yeah.
It's
Why
everything
not?
else.
What is mad low, would you
Yeah.
say?
I would say
Why not?
body of work.
Mad low.
No. Do you know why I'll say that? Because where I don't come from Wiley's era,
You don't relate with it
and
like that.
artists and the artists in Wiley's era, the projects still resonate with me. So the likes of Boy in the Corner,
Home Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home.
I hear
Do you
that,
know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, Treading on Thin Ice wasn't his.
Treading
He
on-
had
Yeah,
late,
where
stronger
I would
work
have knew
later
about
on.
that. I had to obviously, I grew up with older siblings where I heard that music, but I didn't hear much of Wiley until I had to do a lot of my research. Do you know what I mean?
But
I
the
did know
sounds
about
you've
Wiley.
heard in the early, you might
He
not.
inspired a lot of the sounds, but
The
I don't
sounds
think
right
he
now-
was ever.
Yeah.
I think we said it earlier. He was never at the top of the grime pile.
wasn't.
Wiley
And-
was never number one. He was
And you have to remember as well, yeah,
Production-wise,
you have to
though.
Wiley
remember-
versus the movie.
No. With Wiley as well,
Never
you have to
number
also
one.
consider
In that war,
quality over quantity. You guys are mentioning the mixtapes.
A lot of
the
quantity.
mixtapes. I didn't know about the mixtapes. That's quantity, yeah. But I'm talking about quality, where Dizzy Rascal can drop one classic album which lives with us, lives with us forever. Kano, his debut album,
Point made,
lived
point made.
forever.
Okay, so here we go. Gets is number 8, Stormzy 7. So we've got J Hus now at number 6. How do we feel about him at number 6?
I don't mind about that one.
fine.
Happy
I'm
with
happy
that
with
one?
that.
Great. Dave, number 5. Before I get an answer on that, let me just remind you, at number 4 we have Chip, and at number 3 we have Gigs.
I don't mind putting Gigs at 5, you know. I'm
Okay.
putting Dave a bit further up.
Can I put? I don't mind Chip being number 6. Then it's Hus and Dave.
I would do that.
Same. I would
Okay.
do that as well.
Because of
we
body
kinda
of,
skipped
because
that
for me,
quickly.
it's body of work. I feel like Chip shows us quality of like wordplay, beef, all of that stuff. But body and work, Dave and Hus has more of that.
I think Chip
comparison
has
to
dropped good projects, but they're not classic.
They're not
projects.
classics. They're not,
Exactly.
not even
He showed us
memorable,
range.
really,
He
like,
showed
you
us
know what I'm saying?
range.
He definitely showed us range.
Exactly. But
And he
classic body
opened
of
doors
work.
as well.
Yep.
But I don't think that he's dropped a body of work.
Can I say
that
one thing
His second
before?
album was
I feel
cemented
like
in the top
we're
5.
yes.
Are we all happy with Gigs at number 3?
Yes.
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 Gigs is number 3. That is locked.
Yes.
Nobody after this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Dave. Number 5 is Chip. Number 6 is Hus.
No.
Can we
Chip
swap?
and Hus.
Yes.
Chip and
Can we
Hus.
swap,
swap.
please?
So we're swapping Chip,
Chip
and
and
Hus.
Hus.
This is
Thank
the
you.
last
Cool.
time.
Yeah,
Yes.
Right.
You changed as well. You're flaky, bro.
JP,
Mr. Flakes.
You need to listen.
You just voted a second
No,
ago.
listen, you're listening.
Bro.
but
Get
you're
out of here,
listening.
JP,
Stop
bro.
pressuring him, man. I'm just trying to
Like,
be wrong, bro.
yeah,
Well,
great.
Tiffany scratched it off. It's
Trust
actually
me.
official
Okay,
now.
it's done.
me.
It's
Sorry,
done. I'm sorry.
it's locked in.
Man
She
folded,
scratched
you
it
know.
off.
Look at
She
you.
scratched it off.
Nah,
folded.
mate.
It's not
She
folded.
scratched it
Top
off.
5
Yeah,
selection.
voted a second ago.
No, but you know why?
Okay, and at number 2, we have Kano.
Yes.
Take the floor, honey.
Correct.
Kano is one of the best rappers we've ever had. If you look at the criteria of rapping ability, he ticks every single box.
Okay, break it down from us, because I want to imagine if I was a dumb person that doesn't know music.
Flow impeccable,
Play that and done it.
delivery,
Can you give me an example of his,
subject
like, his
matter,
flow has been amazing?
cadence. You know, we haven't got time for that.
Okay.
From the clashes.
No, I'm just being dumb. I just wanted him to prove his
Oh,
point.
God.
So
You
that's
want
a meme
examples?
right
You want
there.
examples?
You've just memed
If you want
yourself.
examples of Kano's lyrical ability, check out all his albums. Check out.
I agree.
From the
And the
mixtape.
mixtape.
Beats
Check
and
out
bars.
His first
140 Gram
album.
Street.
Yeah.
The mixtape
Brown
he dropped.
Eyes. What age was he when he was
Yeah,
making
man.
Brown Eyes? P's and
Yeah.
Q's.
I weren't a fan of
And,
that.
Yeah.
and he
man.
battled Wiley
Nobody
in
don't
the
dance.
dungeon.
Dry your eyes,
Yeah.
mate.
He went toe to toe with Wiley.
TSB are helping him.
Come
I
on,
want
Wiley.
big man's
You know
time.
what it is? You know what it is?
Mad, it's mad.
As mad as it might sound, he should be bigger than he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was ahead of his
You know what it is
time.
about Kano? I think his personality, being a recluse, being quiet, kept him at a certain level.
He's like a Nas, man.
You know how
Yeah.
big
Kano,
Kano was?
That's a
Kano,
good
Kano
comparison
should be
still.
the biggest export we've ever had.
You know he was
has
on
the
Def
whole.
Jam.
He has the whole package.
Yeah.
On the game,
He has the
on
whole
the
package.
fighting game with all
Yeah,
these American
yeah.
rappers.
Yeah.
They're
So-
like
so-
icons.
yeah,
Kano
yeah.
was there.
I said Kano has the whole package.
Yeah.
Everything from his looks
Man like
to,
Sully and that.
to his
But
ability,
Yeah.
I didn't know we were talking about looks now, honey. Shout out, but-
marketability.
No, but he's
all I'm
got
saying
it.
is, all I'm saying is, he should be our biggest export by far.
He
has
is the
everything.
only UK
But I don't
rapper
think he
to be on a
cared to
Def
be
Jam.
buzzing
Yeah, he
about
didn't
it.
care.
Yeah, I agree.
didn't
He was
care.
ahead of his
Musically,
time.
he may not
Let's
be,
remember
but
one more.
now a lot of people are watching stuff and going,
They're deep in it.
Obviously,
Right, he
like
could
little
bar for real. Like.
Home
silly
Sweet Home, he
people
was
trolling
18
and
years
saying-
old.
That was his
Sully,
formatting.
no.
18, do you know what I mean? 18
Yeah,
years old when
18.
he dropped that. 100,
Classic
140
album.
Gram
Ease and
Street.
choose.
Like,
Bang
come
on.
on, he's dropped bangers, man.
And obviously, it's 2023, and the longevity speaks for itself. He's still around. I think number 2 is Kano.
Solid.
Clap, let's
Solid.
clap for it, yeah?
Let's clap.
It's KA.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right, and that leads us to at number 1 of the best UK rappers of all time.
Or can we emphasize?
Of
Crazy.
all
Come
time.
on, man.
who's it?
Can I get a drum roll?
Let's get this.
Let's go.
Skepta.
Skep.
Shows
Big
you
up
really
North
added-
London.
Yeah, here we go, here we go.
One.
Yeah, I got a speech quickly.
Yeah, come
Okay.
on, legend.
So number 1, we've got Skepta. Why does Skepta deserve to be
Legend.
number
40 plus
1?
and he's still
Sexiest-
going.
sexiest man
Forget
alive,
the
man.
age thing. He's showing rappers, yeah, that you don't need to be young to be doing what you're doing.
That's my husband right there.
Nah, he's a legend.
Producer.
Big up Skepta. Big up Skepta.
He
And
just,
his rebrand was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
After
a
Blacklisted
chameleon.
dropped, his whole thing
Yo,
changed.
Yeah.
that
He
album
had a
was
realization,
cold,
like,
yeah.
yo,
Can we,
forget the
can
fuck
we,
thing, you know
can
what I
we
mean?
actually deep?
Through in the
He
Gucci.
had never had a number 1. by the way, and he has so much impact and contribution to the scene.
Praise the Lord.
That listen, baby, don't talk about my baby. Skepta now.
From lifestyle
What's his
to
biggest,
fashion,
chart song?
That's
culture.
right.
house
Didn't he go
music,
on the album? They went
crosses
number one,
so many
No,
boundaries.
album went number 2.
Number two.
Kanichi won.
Kanichi
number
won
he
number
never
2,
went-
but it won a Mercury
no,
Prize.
joint album.
Prize he won. Yeah.
Also,
The
can I
Mercury-
say as well, he gave A$AP Rocky his first platinum single.
That was
Multi-
a- that was a great
multi-
Billion
Platinum.
streams, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
That's
talk
actually a
about
bit strong.
it.
You know, sometimes the collabs, no one really reps it. I feel like A$AP really was proud
And
of that
and he
collab.
produced it.
And let's
Skepta
be honest,
produced that,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Skepta
yeah.
produced it, and it was very grime influenced
Yes,
as
yeah,
well.
100%.
That,
Yeah.
Like, praise the Lord, do you know what I mean?
That's cold,
Yeah.
man. He deserves it. Even his international collabs on the whole, collaborating with Wiz, them Energy.
He's got
Clarity.
crazy clarity,
Clarity.
where
Yeah.
every word you can hear, where it's like, no matter where you're from, America, Australia, or Africa, you can
That's
hear
what
it.
cuts through. That's why Sense is
got
doing well.
diction on
His
point, yeah.
clarity
Yeah.
is just
He's
on
a great
point.
I think
performer as
Central
well.
C is kind
He
of
is.
cut from the cloth of Skepta,
100%.
where you can hear every word.
100%.
He don't use so much slang where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's diluted in so much UK.
It's accessible.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Where it can translate into so
Easy
many
on
different
the air.
nations.
Yeah, I just want to say that
Thank
Drake
you,
has
it's
a
easy on the
tattoo
air.
of BBK.
Yeah,
For real, good point.
BBK
That's
as well.
influence. That's influence on
that's
10, bro.
big
But you're
influence.
mad, like, what?
Do you know what I mean?
No, Skepta's great,
Skepta,
man.
I think it's clear, man.
He's dropped a lot of amazing bodies of work as well.
What's your favorite album?
My favourite project
I
is
might say Blacklisted.
Been There, Done That.
Blacklisted,
mixtape.
yeah?
I might
That
say
was
Blacklisted.
very strong.
I was in uni when Blacklisted dropped,
Yeah.
so like
that
that
was
was
special,
like,
bro.
yeah, I can't lie.
I was in
banging
school when
it every
Blacklisted
day,
dropped,
so-
Yeah,
and when
same.
Ace Hood Flow dropped,
Yeah.
Oi, oi,
What was it?
Oi.
Bad Man in Tivoli.
Yeah.
Oi,
Man.
Rocket
Castles.
Wire, all of these.
Castles
JP's
is
wasn't
so
yours
cold,
all over
bro.
the house? Your
Castles
favourite
was
track?
huge still.
Hey, that was my favorite video. I remember that. Like,
Oh
year
my
7.
god, yeah, I
And
was
we
in
all watching
school.
ICT.
What? Spiff TV.
You know what I like about Skepta? He's not afraid to experiment and bounce back from other stuff.
Yeah, his
try.
versatility is
Oh yeah,
top
versatility
tier.
is top notch.
Impact and
But I just think
influence.
also, as if you're 30 plus, yeah, you're inspired by Skepta because you.
I'm
Age-
inspired.
Well, really,
age-
I'm 15.
Everyone.
No, but age
Even-
don't really
even
come
the
into it
last
because you
video
look
he
at
dropped
Skepta and he's
with
working
Dre
on
Six.
every level.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by Skepta. Trying to.
Yeah.
I'm in this
You know why I hear the funny
216
frustrating?
era.
Because a lot of you lot
We're
have
not
seen a
doing
lot of
2
man
minutes.
fizzle out.
His things, it's like it's accelerating the older he's getting. He's getting that fine wine, the modelling, the clothes.
Yeah,
And
Fashion,
even like this
amazing.
House
Crazy,
Avenue
man.
is
Sorry, I wanna say-
I'm going back to
I wanna
Skepta.
say
One,
one
we'll
more
try
thing,
one
yeah.
at a time.
Yeah.
I just want to say one more thing, yeah, where he's even been on like Slam Language 2
Yeah.
on Young Thug's album.
He's
He's like dipping in with the likes of Playboy Carti. He was on Dialect, Playboy Carti's sophomore album.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
still waiting for that tune to come out.
Lean
bro.
for real.
Yeah,
Skepta.
Yeah.
yes.
What's that tune on the bus?
He was on that rhythm with Pop as well.
Yeah.
I feel like there's 2 artists that Americans go up to is either Gigs or Skepta.
Yeah.
When it comes
100%,
to
yeah.
our like,
100%.
Skepta's very respectful.
Also,
Very respected.
I feel like you have to obviously mention when it comes to influence and impact.
Yeah.
We've spoken about Praise the Lord and the A$AP Rocky record, but also his influence with Americans looking to the UK and working with kind of opening that
Forgetting
door.
about all day.
I think it's so easy for him to be winning Mercuries, doing platinum records, and then he'll be at someone's show who maybe like only have 200 capacity,
Yeah.
and he'll show up for the feature, or he might go up to Grime
Section Boys,
Originals,
innit?
or
Shell it down.
yeah, but it will do to smaller
like, even
rooms.
his recent project, that's what's based on just on the TikTok as the producers changing
Oh,
up.
yeah,
That
Skepta
recent
core,
project is
Skepta
hard
You
as
know,
well, you know.
and he literally jumped on that, like, you know what, I respect this creativity.
And that's where it's just trying
Exactly.
and supporting. And
But
yeah.
this is his new era, right? I think what he's been so good at is shedding skin. Every
Yeah.
single era, he manages to stay relevant and young and fresh.
Don't even-
He has literally
still be-
competed
Yeah.
with everyone on this top 10. Like every single era that's on this top 10, Skepta's gone against. Like
Yeah.
he's always competed against them.
You're
so
right, you're right.
I think congratulations to Skepta. Number
Well done,
one,
Skepta.
I think that
And the new guy inside.
Adenuga.
I love you so much.
All right, and there you have it. Complex UK's top 10 best British rappers of all time. We crowned Skepta at number 1. But before we go, do you guys have any honourable mentions? Flashy, I'm going to start with you.
D-Block Europe.
Okay, Mimi,
Nines and Potter.
Say
JP,
Wretch, and by the way, these are all on complex.com, top 50. All right.
Hype,
There's a lot. I would say definitely Nines, Potter, and Wretch.
TSB.
Yeah, I would say Wretch and Nice.
I'll say Dizzy Rascal and Rich 3-2.
Okay.
Don't disrespect Dizzy, you know.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, Dizzy as well, man.
No. Dizzy is very important.
100%.
No, sorry, I don't even want to laugh, but the way he said it, it went disease.
Yeah, because he's a bit.
Oh, what? Did I give it some?
Yeah,
I didn't realise.
It's important.
And there you have it. Make sure you go to complex.com to check out the full top 50. That's it from us.
No,